my god, I'm so excited. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to a week in my life vlog. We are starting off today working. Hello. We are starting off today working in my dining room rather than my office. I've been wanting to start doing this on days that I work from home because I'm realizing my return to office policy is starting really soon. So I'm trying to take advantage of working from home as much as I possibly can in the time that I have it. If you guys don't know, my company announced a return to office policy. We're supposed to be going back the first week of July. My team is going to go back mid-June. So I think the week of June 16th is going to be our first week back, which is in 2 weeks. It's already the beginning of June. It's happening so soon. And it's a hybrid policy. So it's 3 days in office, 3 days at home. And we can choose within our teams which days in offices and which days at home. I requested for my team, they were like, oh, what do you guys prefer? And I was like, I think I would prefer Mondays and Fridays remote and then Tuesday through Thursday in the office. That's what my job a few jobs ago did. And I really liked it because it gave you Monday to kind of like get back into the swing of things, prep everything, have a lot of things ready for when you're going back in person on Tuesday through Thursday, so you can have like those meetings, meet with your team, and then Friday is usually like a slower day anyways. Some people have PTO, like it's always one of those things, especially during summer. So I feel like that will hopefully be what we end up doing. But yeah, we're gonna go back in office. So I've been wanting to start my mornings that I work from home like a little bit slower. I feel like sometimes I kind of just like rush into things and just like wake up and my like cortisol spikes. I don't even know too much about cortisol. Why is that just like a buzzword that I don't even know how to properly use? But I feel like I wake up in like a constant state of stress and panic, and I thought that like starting off my morning in my dining room would be a nice way to kind of ease into the work day. Like I'm still doing the work, I'm checking my emails, I'm responding to things, I'm checking things off my to-do list, and then when I am starting to like execute on my tasks, I go into my office. I feel like that was like a nice kind of like compromise, and also just like a change of scenery, so I'm not getting so like burnt out is not the right word. I think I messed something up. Yeah, I definitely just, what did I do wrong? This is actually going to be a really stressful week for me. I already know it. It's gonna be fine. I'm actually going out of town Friday afternoon. I'm going to visit my extended family in Iowa. So I'm kind of like working in a way that like my flight's at the very end of the day. So I'm just kind of gonna be working a little bit more throughout the week just to kind of make sure that I'm not falling behind because of that. So right now what I'm doing is coding something. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I broke it. I didn't. One thing that I do for my job is I do coding, HTML coding. If you know anything about HTML coding, it's very finicky. It's very tricky. I do HTML coding without actually know how to code. How? I don't know. A lot of questions for AI. A lot. Fixing a code and I'm like, please don't break it. Please don't break it. I feel like I do everything just with a slight bit of caution. But we're starting off the week in a good mood. I feel like starting off the day in my dining room just like kind of eases me into the day, and I don't feel just so spiked in stress the second that I wake up. So it's been a really wonderful thing that I've been trying to do. I know that once I go back into office in person, it's going to change my entire life because my whole routine will be different. It'll take a lot more time of my free time to commute there and get ready for it and then come back, and then all that stuff will have to move around certain appointments or workouts that I do because I'll have more time for commuting. So try and take advantage of it the 2 weeks that I have left, and then also just try to prepare as much as I possibly can. It has really snuck up on me, if I'm being honest. Like it's kind of snuck up on everybody. The fact that it's June is absolutely insane. Like it's halfway through the year and I feel like it was just January. Like I'm looking at this wall that I have. I just had like balloons that said 2025 right there. I'm going to finish up what I'm doing right now. Also, I started off the day by having my computer completely broken on Friday. My microphone wasn't working, and then I started the day off. My microphone and my speakers were not working. I couldn't hear or speak into my computer at all. I had to have IT like take over my computer and completely reset it today. Which is so fun. It does work, I think. I can hear from it. I haven't been on a call since, but hopefully it works. Since my mic was not working on my computer this morning, I feel like half my day was taken from me just trying to fix the computer, so I don't have as like much time to get everything done. Taking my little lunch break right now so I can kind of like breathe. This week and next week are really important weeks. I have been talking about this. I recently got promoted, and one of my new responsibilities is really taking place this week and next week, and a lot of my team members are going to be out of office, so I'm in charge of a lot. So I feel anxious about it. It's a good anxiety. I feel competent, I feel capable, but again, I'm still new to all of this, so it's just a learning process. I might not end up taking my lunch break. I think I have a meeting. Let's hope my mic works for this. I haven't fully tested it out. I think it works, but We'll see. Oh gosh, I might have to hop on a meeting. I don't know. In the meantime, I thought I would tell you guys about how my weekend went. I had a really chill weekend, and honestly, I feel like I've been having a lot of really chill weekends kind of back to back, which has been nice because I've been traveling about every other week, and it's been nice to have the time in between to be relaxed. But I also feel like I'm kind of getting bored. Like I'm like, okay, maybe I want some more spice again in my life. I don't know. I feel like I go from two extremes, like doing everything packed weekend or doing absolutely nothing, and finding balance is like the thing that I need to work on. But let's see, what did I do Friday night? Actually, no, I did do something fun on Friday night. I went to a baseball game with my family. I've mentioned this, but my whole family, like my immediate family at least, lives in Arizona, and we don't do a lot of things together as much as we probably should. Here's the thing, we went to a baseball game, and for some reason my family wanted to go 2 hours before it started. Why? I have no idea. And then we left halfway through the game, so like majority of the time we were there, the game wasn't even going on, which I am someone who likes to be early at places, but the older that I'm getting and the more just life experience and like kind of like autonomy over my choices, the more I'm like, okay, I'd rather be like 15 minutes early max rather than 2 hours early. That was just the way that I was raised, like always be really early to everything, and I still hate to be late for things, and I still think that being on time is being late, but I don't like being that early. I was kind of like, okay, now what? Also, we got Chick-fil-A, 3 people, it was $80. Is that not insane? They raised the prices so much inside the stadiums. It makes sense like why they do it. It just sucks as a consumer and someone who pays for it. And then I went home. I think by the time I got home it was 8 p.m. and then I went to bed. Saturday, I actually had such a great morning on Saturday. I was able to sleep in. I was gonna go on a walk outside, but it was a little too hot, so I walked my treadmill for like 30 minutes, and then I went to a Legree class. Oh, okay, just kidding. I have a call now. I'll finish this when I'm done. It's now 2 hours later. I am really hungry. Let's make some food, but I want to update you guys on my weekend. I love to do a little weekend recap since I'm not vlogging over the weekend. It's fun to be able to kind of like just brief you guys on what you've missed. Starving after that meeting. Okay. I personally, I know some people completely disagree with this. I would rather work through lunch or have like a more flexible lunch rather than like a structured out lunch. People like get more done and get off earlier rather than like having a blocked out time in the middle of the day. That's just my personal preference. Since I'm going to be going back in office in person, I don't know if that's really going to be as realistic anymore. I have no idea. We're making chicken tenders because I love chicken tenders. These are the ones I'm making today. It's the Real Good Foods brand. This is a freaking huge chicken tender. Ginormous. Whenever I say the word ginormous, I think of Huenormous from Wizards of Waverly Place. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? The giant Huenormous? I thought that was a genius name. I always like to have this be a little bit higher of a temperature than it suggests because I like my chicken tenders a little extra crispy. I'm actually gonna take you guys into my office so we don't have to hear the air fryer going off. Okay, briefed you guys on what I did on Friday. On Saturday, I was able to sleep in. Like I said, I went on a walk, and then I actually had a Legree class scheduled with one of my friends. I've been wanting to try Legree for a while. Legree is apparently like a harder version of Pilates, kind of, in a sense. But I've always wanted to try it, but I've always been a little bit intimidated by it. And I was going to sign up for a class, and when I went, there was an option where you can do like a first timers class where you get to like learn the basics of Legree, and kind of like a slower class where they are more intentional and like teaching you more things than teaching you as if you're a first timer rather than just kind of going to a regular class for the first time. So my friend and I did that. It was free. I really liked it. I actually bought a pack later the next day, I think, for a Legree studio for the one that was closer to my house. So I want to start going there as well. I really liked it. And then afterwards we got lunch at a place called Doughbird. It was literally incredible. We had this like flatbread pizza. It was a Detroit style crust and it was so good. There was like prosciutto and arugula and dates and pistachio. Like it was so delicious. And then we also shared a salad. So we shared like a salad and a pizza. It was like the perfect lunch. We went antiquing after. We kind of like what should we do? And I was like, I kind of wanted to stop by like some thrift stores and, you know, see what they have. And so there's actually 2 antique shops that were right next to each other. And then we went in one, didn't really find anything we liked. We went to another and I literally fell in love with the store. It's called Uptown Stores. It's in Phoenix. I actually was talking to the owner the entire time I was there. He was such a nice guy. But I got some vintage cameras. I'm so excited about them. They bring me so much joy and they were so affordably priced. I was shocked. Like I think I got four, which is way overkill. I should not have bought that many, but I think I got all of those for what I would have paid for one or two, or what I was like willing to pay for one or two. I will show them to you guys when my air fryer is not going off, because that's sound drives me insane. Makes me feel very overstimulated. I have my great grandmother's old vintage camera, and it's one of my most like prized possessions, and I love it so much. And when I saw other cameras there, I was like, oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this. Especially me doing YouTube and like cameras and videography, I just feel like it's kind of like a niche way of expressing myself in my decor. I bought it all like for decor purposes. I was so happy with that. And then we went home, and then I kind of just like rotted on my couch for the rest of the day and just like chilled. I watched TV, I organized my nightstands, like it just very chilled, didn't have any night plans. Sunday, cleaned, edited my video. I made sourdough bagels. They did not turn out. I actually have more that I need to make because I decided to split the recipe into two, and I did one of cold proofing, so you put it in the fridge overnight and like let it set, and then I did one where you just bake them immediately. They were fine, not obsessed. I think that I'm actually going to be done with my sourdough journey. I was thinking about this for a while. I don't know if anyone cares, but let me tell you, I am constantly paranoid that I killed my sourdough starter. I think it's like half dead. It's not rising the way it should. It's supposed to be doubling in size. It's only like rising this much. There's still some bubbles, there's still some life, but I think what I'm going to do is just put it in the fridge. What I want with sourdough is to be able to have my starter in the fridge and then take it out whenever I want to make it, but not feel like a pressure to have to make like a loaf a day, a loaf a week, a loaf every 2 weeks, like something like that. And it's just becoming a lot of work, and it's taking more time than I want it to, especially like going into the office. I'm not going to have as much time. Turning my oven on to like 475 degrees when it's 120 degrees outside does not sound fun. It really warms up my house. So I think what I'm going to do is just stop until winter, fall time comes, and then kind of pick it back up. If I need to have a rehydrated sourdough starter and start it from scratch, I will. I can just buy the rehydrated starter on TikTok Shop again on Amazon. It's not a big deal. I already have all the supplies. All I'll need to do is just buy that. If my starter lives in the fridge and it makes it out alive, that's great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's supposed to be a fun hobby for me, and it's becoming to a point where it's like it's no longer fun. It's taking over my entire life. That is my conclusion with my sourdough starter. She is going to be put on a pause. But I did make the bagels from it, and I didn't really like them. So that kind of was like, you know, that was my final straw. I've been anxious about my starter all week. The bagels didn't turn out the way I wanted them to, and I was like, you know what, maybe this is a sign. And I'm okay with that. I really only have been trying to make sourdough for people as gifts. I think that's been like my favorite thing. Is my mom came to my house one time, so I made her sourdough loaf. I kind of have really been liking making things for people and like having my gifts be for people, things that I made, rather than like a gift card or something like that. So that is like the one appeal of sourdough in my opinion, and so maybe that's why like I'll try to see if putting my starter in the fridge and bringing it back to life whenever I want it will work. That hobby might be done for the summer. I don't think it's realistic anymore, and that's okay. Another hobby that I really want to get into, I've talked about this a little bit, is junk journaling and scrapbooking. I still have not done it because I need to order my photos from my New York trip to be able to do it. I have all this stuff to junk journal, and my friend and I, we keep being like, let's do it tonight, and then I'm like, I still haven't ordered my photos, and CVS and Walgreens are closed. So I need to do that this week. That means I need to go through all of my photos, which is so exciting. But that's a hobby. I feel like I've been very in like a creative type of hobby mood. Like I really want to, there's so many hobbies that I want to do, but it's hard to start something. I want to get into embroidery, I want to get into scrapbooking, baking things from scratch, all of that, like making bagels from scratch. Like who am I? I will say I think that I liked the high protein bagels that I made more. I made bagels with like Greek yogurt, and then I made bagels with my sourdough starter, and I think I liked the Greek yogurt bagels more. I think they were just better, and they were so much easier. So if you're gonna make some, highly recommend that recipe. I think just like search on Pinterest like high protein Greek bagel recipe, Greek yogurt. I don't even know what I'm saying. But anyways, yeah, on Sunday that's all I did. I really didn't do anything on Sunday, and it was lovely but a little boring. I feel like I'm kind of wanting to add some like spice again. I feel like I've kind of been like in my like hermit crab era. Maybe I shouldn't hermit crab. But like I said, this week I'm going out of town on Friday, and so I have a lot of stuff planned for this week. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm starting cooking classes. My friend and I signed up for a 6 weeks long cooking class course. It's about like the nutritional benefits of food and how to make foods that like really emphasize the nutritional, all that stuff. So every single week there's like a different topic when it comes to nutritional food. I am so excited. Our very first one is tonight. I have no idea how it's gonna go. I'm really, really excited. It's also nice because it's like I don't have to think about dinner on Monday because I will be making dinner at that class. I'm really, really excited. good. So every Monday for the next 6 weeks we will have a little cooking class. It's so nice to have like something to look forward to and to be able to learn again and just challenge myself in ways and like learn something new. I feel like I've been kind of stagnant a little bit with challenging myself, learning new things, which is why I want to take a cooking class. I want to try new hobbies. Even like I wanted to try new workout classes. Like I feel like the workout classes that I've been doing consistently, I feel like I have a pretty good sense of them. So I really have been wanting to challenge myself in ways and do things I'm not that good at. Try new things. So that's been my new thing. So these cooking classes should be really, really fun. Let's see, what are we making tonight? I sent an email. So first is like a lecture portion and then like hands-on cooking. This is gonna be so good. We're making a golden beet and apple salad with an apple cider vinaigrette. Then we're making a grilled chicken breast with a tomato salsa fresca, sweet potato mash, sauteed green beans, and a carrot and pineapple muffin for dessert. It's gonna be so good. Like, does that not sound delicious? They go into, let's see, our lecture, what we're gonna cover. Define whole foods-based diet. Detrimental effects of artificial ingredients. Eat real foods. Nutrition. Why can I not? Why can't I say that word? I've said that word a million times. Nutrition. Whatever. That word. Dense food groups. How to build a healthy, balanced plate. I'm excited. If you guys want me to share any of the stuff that I learned, let me know. I'm really excited. I feel like that was something that I didn't really learn too much as a kid growing up, was nutrition. See, I can say that, nutrition, but I can't say whatever. So yeah, this is teaching me like all about the nutrients. Woo! We got it. We finally got it. All the nutrients that are in certain types of food and like the servings you're supposed to have in a day. I don't know, this is really cool. I feel like I do eat a lot of artificial food. Dang it. Anyways, I'm really excited, and if you guys are curious in learning any of the information like in the lecture portions, because every week is a different topic, let me know, because I think it would be fun to share it with you guys. I don't anticipate myself vlogging a ton in those cooking classes because I want to be locked in. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be unprofessional, but I'll try to get some B-roll footage if I can. I'm so excited to like just mentally stimulate myself again. Amazing timing. Okay, remember how I was talking about my sourdough starter? See how it rose a little bit? It was supposed to double in size. It was supposed to probably be like up here-ish. So probably just gonna put her in the fridge. Also, these are the bagels that I've been cold proofing. They really have not gotten bigger though, so I don't know what that's about. They're supposed to like double in size and they really haven't. But yeah, homemade sourdough bagels. We have to boil them in water and then bake them, so I'll probably do that when the day ends. Okay, I'm gonna eat my chicken tenders while I work because I've been yapping with you guys for quite a while. I was talking about how I was feeling a little anxious because such a big week is coming up, but I had that really long call and I feel much better. I also bought salad, like a Caesar salad kit that I could make with these chicken tenders. Usually my newest thing has been making chicken tenders and then putting them in like a little salad kit, but I think I might do that tomorrow. I wonder, leftover Alani, I wonder if there will be leftovers from the cooking class and I'll be able to like use it for lunch the next day. That would be ideal because I'm still taking this cooking class while I'll be going into work in person. And so if I work from home on Monday, have my cooking classes Monday night, it'd be nice to have the leftovers for lunch on Tuesday. We'll see. Anyways, cheers to lunch. I'm glad I got to catch up and yap with you guys for quite a long time. I'm gonna get back to work while I eat my lunch. It's after work. I tried to take a little nap and I just like was not able to sleep, so I tried putting the sleeping mask on, but still didn't really sleep. My issue, I think that this is something that I really need to work on, but I will not fall asleep at night and then I'm just like, well, I'm already up. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna scroll on my phone, which only makes it worse, which makes me not being able to sleep worse. So it's something I really need to work on. I like asked ChatGPT for like a plan to help me with like, I don't want to call it a phone addiction, but like maybe a phone addiction. Like I was just laying there and I was like, I'm not even enjoying the stuff that I'm scrolling on my For You page right now. Like what am I doing? And so I probably went to bed at like midnight or 1 a.m. last night. I tried to take a quick little nap, but it didn't work out. So our cooking class is at 6:30 p.m. I think it's like 5 something. My friend is gonna pick me up at 5:50. It's 5:25 right now. Oh, pause. I think I mentioned this, but my sourdough starter definitely is growing, so I think I'm not gonna kill it. I think I'm not gonna give up on it. I kind of think the only reason I was giving up on it was because it wasn't working out. I do want to do it less often and less frequent, but the idea that it's not dead like really gives me hope. I want to see, I'm like yawning. I want to see if I have a little snack or something I can put in my fridge. I have these cuties which I should probably throw away because they're old. Could I eat like frozen mango on its own? Or will that be too cold? I want a little snack of the for the cooking class. And now you let me bite into it. Sometimes it lets me, but right now it's not. This cooking class starts with a lecture portion and I just don't want to be like absolutely like ravenously hungry for that I'm not able to like fully pay attention. It's also the very first class. I feel like I haven't taken a class for anything in so long. I'm just so excited, but I'm honestly nervous. Redoing my little half up, down. This has been my favorite hairstyle recently for when my hair is really greasy and it gets it out of my face, but it's still like straight and not, you know, sometimes like when you put your hair up it gets all like kinky, like when your hair is still straight but it's greasy. That's my favorite little look. I need to figure out snack. I have frozen dates in my fridge, so I'm thinking of making some like dates and peanut butter. I don't know how they will be. They were like frozen. I hope my friend is willing to be a teacher's pet with me and like sit in the very front and raise our hands and contribute, because you know, like you've never seen your friends that you met after college like in a school setting. Thought about that, like I've never seen what she's like in a school setting. In a school setting, I'm a teacher's pet, no doubt about it. My mom was a teacher in my elementary school. Like I was raised, this is my DNA to be a teacher's pet. Breaking my face a little bit. My skin is still so clear, like I will feel like if my skin looks like this, I'll never complain. I've been having like small breakouts, but again, I'll take these small breakouts compared to what I used to have every single day in a heartbeat. But I've been just trying to be more cautious and just kind of more preventative with my antimicrobial spray. Also, okay, so I got this for Christmas. It's like a Sephora sampler perfume set and you get one free voucher to get one of these perfumes full size. I actually just redeemed it this weekend, so it's becoming in the mail. I got Prada Paradox. That's one of my favorite smelling perfumes. I feel like it'll be perfect for summer, but I still want to use a lot of the other perfumes as well. So I thought we could kind of just try some out. Just randomly picked one. This is Tom Ford Cafe Rose. Cafe Rose. It doesn't have the notes on here, so we're gonna go in blind. I'm assuming floral and something about coffee if I had to guess. That's my guess. I don't think I like it. I feel like every perfume when I first I just inhaled a lot of it. I guess there was still some lingering in the air that went into my mouth. I feel like whenever I put on it's like still in the air. What I've been trying to say, I'm like scared to be over here because it's like lingering in the air. A lot of times perfume just smell like alcohol on me for a really long time until they sink into my skin. So it might be a while until I figure out what it actually does smell like. It's very like, I don't want to say musky. It's like a darker floral, like a deep dark floral. I don't think this is the kind of scent that I would like. I usually am not really into very floral scents. Like if they are floral, they have to have like something else kind of like brighter or like it just can't be super floral heavy. I don't think Prada Paradox is super floral heavy. Watch it literally be just like a straight floral. I thought it'd be fun, especially going to the office trying a bunch of different perfumes. I do feel like I need a snack. Okay, this is my quote unquote final outfit, even though it's really not different at all. The top is Abercrombie. I put on my pasties. I actually recently bought the sticky cakes. If you guys know what that is, really been liking them. My jeans are Levi's, and then I have closed-toed shoes. I have my hair back, and I also have a hair tie on my wrist. I think I'm going to bring my glasses. I still need to get them adjusted because they hurt my face when I wear them. They're slightly too big for me, and they also hurt the back of my ears. I told my friend that I'm a teacher's pet and send them from the classroom, and she was like, no way, me too. And I was like, oh, literally perfect. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for our cooking class. Happy Tuesday, everybody. First of all, the cooking class was so much fun. The first half was a lecture portion, and then the second half we cooked and then ate. And then apparently going from here, we're kind of flip-flopping it where we cook first and then eat while we're listening to the lecture. It was so great. One thing that I feel like I really learned was like cutting skills, like using knives. Obviously, I get comments all the time. They're like, Keegan, I'm afraid you're gonna cut your finger off. And honestly, I'm always afraid I'm gonna cut my finger off too. So I had a great time. We made some really good food. We made these muffins and we were able to take some extras home, and I ate all of them last night. I'm really excited for the rest of the weeks. I also feel like I learned so much. First lecture was kind of just about like artificial dyes and colors and ingredients in your foods, and like how, like why they're not good for you, like how they can actually affect you, which I never knew, because I'll be honest, like artificial stuff, I eat processed foods all the time. It's like majority of my diet, and I knew that they're not good for you, but I didn't know why. And understanding the science behind why like artificial dyes aren't good for you, or why ultra processed foods, like how they affect your cells and your brain, like just all these things, I was like, oh wow, these actually aren't good for me. That makes sense why they're not good for me. So I don't think that I'm going to like go through and replace every single thing that I have in here, but my thought process is that when the time comes that I run out of things that I need to restock, I'll try to go for more of a natural alternative to some of the products that I eat on a very frequent basis, because I think they'll be healthier for me. But if you guys want to know any like the stuff that I learned, let me know. I just think it was super interesting. I really liked it. I really liked both the people. I also am making my bagels today. If you guys remember, I made last weekend, I think, this past weekend, I made some sourdough discard bagels, and I made two versions of them. One that I cold proofed in my fridge, and then one that I didn't. So I'm finally baking the ones that I cold proof. Just getting my day started on a nice little note. I kind of like logged onto my computer early and have been working a little bit beforehand, getting everything done. I feel like I'm like grieving my work from home life, knowing that I'm gonna go into the office soon. I think when this video goes up, I'll be in the office, which is absolutely crazy. Also, I had a project that I submitted to my boss that she gave me, and she really loved it, and then she showed it to the people above her to like give me like props for it, which I was like, that is so nice of you. Like I have a lot to do today. But that cooking class was awesome. So later today I have therapy, and then I also have my workout class, my lifting class. I saw this TikTok the other day, literally last night as I was doom scrolling on my phone. I'm gonna save on my water bottle. Look at this! You guys, right now, I'm gonna show you. You guys are sitting on my hydro flask. Or what is this called? Hydro jug. I love to set my camera on random things and see what I can make a tripod out of. One of my favorite hobbies. And I love knowing that works. What was I saying? Oh, I need to sign up for that workout class for Thursday. So I saw a TikTok of a girl saying that her workout program that she does is called 1-2-3 Legree, or 3-2-1 Legree. Essentially what it is 3 days of Legree, 2 days of lifting, 1 day of cardio, and if you want to replace the 1 day of cardio with like a 10K steps a day, you can. And I think that I want to try that. I feel like that sounds like a really good, perfect what I'm looking for. Like kind of still doing Pilates, but also like I think I want to try Legree more than Pilates. They're opening a solid core close to where I live, and once that happens, I'm so excited to try it, because I feel like everybody has such great things from solid core. They say great things about it, that it's like such a hard workout, but it's really good. And so I'm excited to try that. I was thinking of doing that. I feel like that won't be too big of a stretch. Again, when I start my work in person, I don't know how that's gonna change everything for me. It's gonna give me a lot less free time. I feel like a broken record, but I'm just like, ugh. But we'll see. I'm thinking that could be a good workout plan that I do right now, or that I at least try out, because I feel like I've been wanting some kind of like structure, but also trying new things, and I feel like that will be perfect, because it's like I'm still trying Legree, that's new, still trying lifting, that's new, but it's like some kind of structure and schedule, because I love a structure and schedule. I finished up work and I had therapy. I have been so exhausted the past couple of days. I just feel like I have no energy left in my body, and I was talking about it in therapy, and I feel like I'm kind of addicted to my phone. Like I will lay in bed and just scroll at night, and time will fly by, and I'm like, I should be sleeping right now. So I'm setting a new rule for myself that if I want to scroll on my phone, I can't do it in my bed. My bed is just for sleeping, which is the way it should be. I'm hoping that will make a difference. Like if I want to scroll, go on my couch, go somewhere else, not in my bed. I feel like I just want to be able to like do something that will hold myself more accountable. I'm also washing my face because I realized I forgot to wash it this morning, and I'm gonna go on a little walk before my workout class. It's probably gonna be way too hot and I'm gonna be dripping in sweat, but whatever, I'll get over it. Okay, I have like no energy in my body right now for this workout class, but we will have to get a second win of energy going. I made those bagels, are not that good. I think the issue with the bagels is the bottom is too crispy, the top is too soft, and there's not enough bread in the center. So it's like everything is wrong with them basically. So I'm giving like pretty much all of them to my friend because I'm like, they're not that good, and she said she wanted to try them, so I was like, here's a week's supply. I'm going out of town anyways on Friday. I don't know, I feel like I've just been really hard on myself recently. I mean, I've been hard on myself literally since I was born. That's just like who I am as a person, but I really want to be easier on myself, but in a way where I'm holding myself accountable. Like my dream is like actually follow through with the things that I say I'm going to do, so I don't have to be hard on myself. Like what a concept. I feel like I have a hole like in my eyebrow, like right there. Also, I'm applying sunscreen since I'm gonna go on a walk. The Beauty of Joseon one is my favorite. I think I mentioned this before actually. Like maybe in this vlog. I want to be better about wearing sunscreen as well. Wow, there's just so many things. I was telling my therapist, it's like, well, I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this, and she's like, okay, maybe let's just start with one thing. And I was like, yeah, actually probably have a higher success rate if I don't just try to like overhaul my entire life. So we're gonna start the no phone at bedtime. I was saying like, oh, maybe I should start reading, but I feel like reading kind of in my mind is very similar to scrolling, where it's like I can convince myself to keep reading. Like if I'm reading a book and it's getting good, like I can't just like put it down. I feel like I have to keep going and finishing it. So I'm trying to think of activities that I can do before bed that don't really require my brain. Like I want to be able to just like relax and turn my brain off, but not be on a device. Of course I've been talking about this for so long that I really want to get into embroidery, and I have a kit, but I think the issue that I keep running into is it doesn't feel like turning my brain off if I have to learn something new. But once I learn it, then I can just do it and turn my brain off. So we'll get there eventually. Tonight probably won't be the night that I do that because I have a workout class and I get home super late, but we'll get there. I don't know, I do feel excited about my new no phone during bedtime rule because I feel like it could be really help me, and I could be easily holding myself accountable to it. If you guys want to do it with me, if you're wanting to scroll on your phone, you just can't do it in your bed, and that means that when you get in your bed, you go into your bed with the intention to sleep, because I am like a big like bed rotter. Like I love to rot in my bed. It's one of my favorite pastimes, but we are having the bed for sleep only, and we can rot on the couch. And if I want to scroll on my phone until midnight on my couch, I probably shouldn't, but technically I can, but that's not going to be my goal. Gonna put on some workout clothes and then head off to my walk before my workout class. I'll catch back up with you guys after. Good morning and happy Wednesday, everybody. Last night was my very first like phone-free night. I also tried to have like a phone-free morning as well, and I actually really enjoyed it. I will say, last night I cleaned my whole kitchen and I cleaned my house, and I was like, now what? The amount of scrolling that I do is insane. Like I have so much free time that I was like, it's 9:45, like I guess I'm just gonna like go to bed now. Like I don't know what else to do, because usually I'm just scrolling on my phone. It's insane. It really is a problem, and I'm very grateful to myself and happy that I'm aware that it's a problem so I can fix it. But I've been having my phone on grayscale. My phone's currently not on grayscale. Let me turn it back on. I made it like a thing where you press your off button 3 times and it makes your phone black and white. Do you see how this is black and white? It's not colorful. And then 1, 2, 3, and turn it back to grayscale. So it just makes my phone like less appealing when it's black and white. I will be honest, I still definitely go on it when it's black and white, but hopefully having it on that grayscale can kind of remind me, like don't go on it. I don't remember how I did it. If you want to do it, I'd recommend Googling it because that's how I did it, because I don't remember how I did it. I do have some packages. Before I unbox these packages, I want to talk about how much of a hypocrite I am. I think that it's almost like a human experience to be hypocritical, in all honesty. And I think that I had this realization that when it comes to spending money, I am very hypocritical, because I will watch influencers on TikTok or whatever and be like, wow, they have a package every single day. Like, that's just so unnecessary. Like, that's just not what is normal and what we should all be doing. And I was like, I literally do that. I am such a hypocrite. I feel like I have a new Amazon package every single day. So I've tried to make it more of like a point that I'm not spending my money recently on like little small random Amazon things. Things that I want to spend my money on are things that I'm replacing my health. Those are like the two things that I'm like, okay, right now I want to focus on that. So like a workout class, I'm fine with spending my money on that. I'm fine with spending my money on like food or something like that will like nourish me, or experiences. Health, replacements, experiences. Those are the three, and not spending money on like clothes. Like, I don't need new clothes all the time. I don't need new home decor all the time. I did buy a bunch of vintage cameras that I still need to show you guys. So this is like a newer thing. Who knows if I'll stick to it. I really hope I do. But I just feel like I was so hypocritical realizing that. I was like, I literally am part of the problem. This idea that like you always need something new. You always have a new package in the mail or something like that. Like, I feel so hypocritical that I was like judging other people for that. So I'm gonna do my unboxing, but this was all bought before I had that haha moment. I did get the free perfume, like I told you guys, from my little sampler kit. So I didn't pay anything for this. That's my justification for this package. I talked about this a while ago, and I want to go back to sticking to this. If there are purchases that I want to get, like I want to get a new couch, or I want to get a Roomba. I really want to get a Roomba. I have to like, this is so weird, because I don't want to like make a weird habit with myself with money, but I feel like right now at least, like I want to earn it. So I have like personal development goals, and once I accomplish those, my reward will be letting myself purchase the things that I want that are maybe a little bit more expensive or something like that. So that's kind of how I'm trying to view my money right now. I don't know if that's like the right thought process. I'm afraid it's going to give me a weird relationship with money and spending, but I feel like right now I already do have a weird relationship with money and spending, because I am freaking on Amazon all the time. Prada Paradox. This is the perfume that I got for my perfume sampler kit for Christmas. So I didn't pay for this one. Haha. I think this is just such a good smelling perfume. Last year I also got the perfume sampler kit. I've got it for Christmas the past 2 years, and this was my runner-up last year. I got Black Opium last year, and I used all of it actually, and so this was my runner-up, and I think this is just like the perfect summer scent. It's so light. Where's the hole? It smells so good. I really like it, and the packaging is kind of fun. It's like this. Don't break it, Keegan. Do not break it. This one is actually a replacement. I will never do this again, but I washed my running shoes in the washer and dryer, and it tore the entire back heel of the shoe. This has actually happened to me twice now with my Hokas, and then now with my New Balances. So I will never be washing my shoes in the washing machine ever again. Essentially what happens is it keeps ripping the back of the heel. I think I have them over here. These were literally my favorite running shoes ever, and washing them tore all of this, and I bought these things to try to cover it up and make it so I could not have to replace them and buy new shoes, but alas, it did not work. Every single time I would walk, the like rip would rub against the back of my foot, and it would just cause a blister and make it super uncomfortable. So I literally cannot wear these anymore. I walk for 5 seconds and I'm already getting blisters, and it's hurting my feet. I tried fixing it. If there's any other way that you guys know that I could fix like a tear in the back, let me know. It's just the rubbing sensation drives me insane. I feel like I have really weird feet. I've tried a bunch of different shoes. None of them like really fit my feet well. I've even like gone to those stores that are like, one of them is called Roadrunner that I went to, where they like size your foot and they figure out how you walk and whatever shoe is best for you. I've done that, and even those shoes aren't great for me. I really liked those New Balances, but they don't sell them anymore. I don't know why, but anytime any company makes a really good shoe, they just decide to discontinue it and come out with a newer version that sucks. I don't know why. It seems like every shoe that they do that. So I try to find something as similar as possible to that shoe. So these are New Balances as well. I even tried going to, there's like a New Balance outlet online, and they don't even sell those ones anymore. So this is very similar of a shoe, almost identical. I think there's maybe more like padding down here. This is the New Balance 880. Yeah, so hopefully I like these. I just wanted a good pair of like walking running shoes. These are also the Fresh X Foam. I don't know, but I was upset that I had to buy new running shoes because I loved those ones, and I'm upset that I like ruined them. So I will be a lot more careful and figure out a way to like hand wash them rather than put them in the washing machine. We'll try those out. If they don't fit well, I'll return them. Also, I do think that I have a problem where I buy a lot of things with the intention that if I don't like it, I'll just return it. And I think that also has contributed to the amount of Amazon packages and things that I have. Like, I always have an Amazon return going. I have an entire bin of Amazon returns, and I think that I need to stop that thought process of like, if I'm gonna buy something, I need to buy it and not have like the fall safe or whatever the word is of like, oh, I can just return it, because I think that's also what contributes to my unnecessary spending. Trying to be more intentional with what I spend. I also feel like the amount of traveling that I've been doing is just kind of like, I've been irresponsible with my money in all honesty, and so I want to lock back in. I say that as if I'm not traveling this weekend and 2 weekends from now. But I'm trying to prioritize health and experiences in this stage of my life right now. So that means deprioritizing physical items like clothes, decor, I'm trying to think of other things. I don't know. Makeup, like perfume, like this was free, this was had to be a replacement. So I feel like I can justify I didn't spend any money on this, this was a replacement. But other than that, I feel like I almost have to like give myself a reason to buy something. Like, do I need it? Is it something I'm prioritizing in my life right now? And kind of give myself like a questionnaire before I hit purchase something. Anyways, that was my little haul. I'll link these all down below for you guys if you are interested, but don't feel like you need to be. A couple hours later, I'm pretty much done with the work day. I have a Pilates class later today, which it's actually funny that I'm looking forward to going to that Pilates class, because for a while I've been so burnt out and just not interested in it, but I still do have some passes that I want to use because I paid for them, and I'm actually excited to go to it today because I haven't been to a Pilates class in a really long time. It's probably been like a week or two. But like in my mind, I'm like, that's a long time. I have a little squirrel brain. I wanted to show you guys the vintage cameras that I bought. But first, remember how I was talking about how I want to stop spending my money on more material things? Well, I'm putting it into action right now, because if you guys know who Whitney Simmons is, she's coming out with another Gymshark line of like leggings and sports bras and stuff. I got a couple of them my senior year of college. I wear them pretty much every single time I work out. It's either that or my Amazon leggings. They're literally my favorite ones, and I am not going to let myself buy them. Nope. No, I am not. Do I want to? Yes, with every ounce of my being. But I am not going to, because I told myself I wasn't going to. And truly, I don't need them. Do I want them? Could I benefit from them? Yes. Do I need them? No. No, 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 no. I'm saying that to the camera as much as I'm saying it to my internal self. They're cute. You don't need them. Even though you wear the leggings every single day, you don't need them. You don't need more. Okay. We got that out of the way. I think I need to get that out of my system. Also, I found out some kind of amazing news. I was talking about how I'm going back into the office. I found out that for the time being, we only have to go in 1 day a week, because cannot accommodate the amount of people that they want to go back into the office to go into the office every single day. So everyone's like taking turns, and right now it's 1 day a week. I guarantee you by next year, we'll probably end up going in 5 days a week, which no. 5 days a week just feels way too extreme. But 1 day a week, I'm like, I can do 1 day. I can do 3 days a week. So I am very happy about that, because it will give me so much more time back into my life, only having to do 1 day a week. Okay, now let me show you guys the vintage cameras that I really did not need to purchase this weekend, but I did in fact do it. First of all, I'll show you guys the camera that inspired all of this. This is my great grandmother's camera. It is like my most prized possession ever. I always say that if there was a fire, I would take this. Oh, what's the one thing that you would take from your house if there was a fire? This camera. So I got this one. I loved this video camera, and you guys might hate the way that I styled this. I 50-50 on it. I don't like how this is taller, but I love like the rectangles, you know? Anyways, this is a vintage camera. This one came with a case actually, but just since I like make videos and I do YouTube and all of that stuff, I just thought it was so cool to have like a vintage video camera. I love this one. And then I also got, I almost didn't get this one, which I'm kind of shocked because this one is my favorite, I think. This is a tourist camera, so this folds in and it comes with this leather strap. I think it is so cool. Look at it. I feel like I'll have these cameras for the rest of my life and just use them as decor or whatever for the rest of my life. Obsessed. And then I don't really know how I want to style all these. One thing that I kind of want to do actually is take all of the decor that I own and just like put it into one pile and then redecorate all of this and make things look different. I got this one. This one was so cheap. It was like $10. I just thought it was simple, just, you know, a cute little tiny one. This one right here is my absolute favorite, actually. I know I said that about every single one, but this one for sure is my favorite. I think this one is so stinking cool. The lens, like, tell me this is not the coolest thing you've ever seen. I love these. It's a Wollensack, a magazine camera. I love it, and I honestly want to give it like a better spot, you know, one that like more people will see. I don't love the way I have all this decorated, but honestly I've kind of just been throwing stuff on there. Those are the vintage cameras that I got over the weekend at the little antique shop. They had even more, so if you're interested, again, I think it's called Uptown Stores in Phoenix, if you want some other vintage cameras that I did not take. They had an entire display, and I thought they were like decently priced. One of them was $10.
Away from that platform, and then drawing those little paws at your furthest extension of the shoulders with the scoop. And we're dropping our knees down. We'll just take a quick...
Today is Thursday. I'm not saying happy Thursday because I am on the brink of bawling my eyes out. Why? I have absolutely no reason. But I am like distraught today. I also accidentally signed up for 2 workout classes today. I had already signed up for a workout class, and my friend was like, oh, we should try this workout class. And I was like, oh, great, cool. And then I realized I didn't cancel my first one. So I was like, I'm not getting charged. So we're doing 2 workout classes today. It is the absolute last thing that I want to do. I am so tired. I've had way too much caffeine to try to compensate for me being tired. And somehow that has just made me even more tired. But I just feel so out of it today. Like, I just feel sad, and I have no reason to be sad, and it's almost like frustrating me. I'm like, why do I feel this way? It doesn't make sense. I'm moving the Lonnie out of my way. I can't even look at it right now. But I'm doing an upper body day at the place that I do my lower body lifting classes at. They have an upper body day, and so I'm gonna try that one out today. Last thing I want to do. I'm kind of complaining right now, so I apologize. When I get home, I need to shower. I want to wash my hair, and I want to wash my hair very, very well. I feel like my hair is disgusting. And then I need to pack for my trip. I also need to get all my like YouTube video stuff ready for my trip so I can edit it on the plane. My video on the plane, because I'll be out of town this weekend. Let's see, next weekend I'm not going out of town, and the weekend after I'm visiting my best friend in San Francisco, and then after that I won't be traveling until July, and I'm like so ecstatic about that. Now that I'm saying that, I'm like, okay, well, that's not really not that much considering July is like a month away and I'm traveling twice this month. Ugh, sorry, I'm being very negative and complaining a lot. I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I don't want to feel this way. I want to be happy. I have no reason to be sad. I just feel like I could cry at any given point. And one of my friends called me, and she was like having a mental breakdown too, and I was trying to be there for her, but in the back of my mind I was like, God, same. But you know, sometimes when like people are having a hard time, like they don't need you to be like, oh my God, me too. Like sometimes people just want your support. That's what I was trying to be in that moment. I feel like I'm gonna crash out. All I wanna do is sleep.
Inhale to roll it back down. For range of motion. So crunching up higher, roll through that core. And we're all gonna hold our glutes off of us. We got 10 seconds. So strong. So you go ahead and crunch for your weight. Bow up your shoulders as high as you can. 4, 3.
Hello everyone, happy Friday. I'm actually taking a half day of work today because I am going to Iowa. So I'm my flight at like 3 p.m. today, so I was like, okay, perfect, I'll just take a half day so I can still get some work done but not have to waste an entire day of PTO. I was thinking yesterday because I was in such a bad mood yesterday, and I felt like I had like no reason to like actually be in a bad mood. So I was like, why am I just sadness and unhappiness? And I was really thinking about it. I did my workout class with my friend. Like I said, I accidentally took 2, and we were talking afterwards, and I was like, oh, I feel like I kind of understand why I'm in such a bad mood. So 2 days ago, I took a Pilates class. I sat down, not like really thinking of like where I was just sitting down. My favorite reformer, it was open, and right next to me were 2 girls that were like mean to me in school, and they both look at me, and then they look at each other, and then they start laughing, and they're laughing at me that I sat next to them. And I don't know, it just like kind of puts you back into that like state of feeling like a little kid who's being bullied in school. Like it was just very mean girl energy, the fact that they were like laughing at me hysterically, the fact that I sat next to them. I didn't even know they were right there. I just sat down, and then I was like, oh, Okay. And I feel like it put me in a bad mood. I haven't really been around negative energy, mean girl energy. I feel like I don't surround myself with people like that, especially now that I'm in this phase of life. Like when you're in college or you're in school or you're in high school, like you kind of can't really control who's around you. And like, to an extent, like in adulthood, like you have a job, you have all that stuff, like you can't control that stuff. But like in your inner circle, you can control the people you surround yourself with. And I feel like the people I surround myself with are such good people. They're not people that make me feel any type of negative way. And so I feel like it was the first time in a while that I was like, I don't like the way that I feel right now. It was just so like mean girl behavior, honestly, and it really, I'll be honest, it upset me. So I think that unintentionally put me in a bad mood yesterday. Like I wasn't aware of like that was what's causing my bad mood, but I think that like affected me more than I thought it did. It sucks like people can make you feel that way. But I'm going to visit my family today. I kind of packed a little bit. I'll show you guys. I'm flying Allegiant because we're flying to the Midwest and Allegiant just has better flights for them. Let me turn this little light on right here in my bedroom. Oh, so bright. So this is my base backpack. It's really nice if you're just traveling with a backpack, but I have like 2 outfits, pajamas. I thought I was getting home Sunday morning, but Sunday night apparently. My mom booked the flight for me, which thanks mom. So I thought that my flight was getting home at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., but it's actually getting home at 10 p.m. Hairbrush, hair tools, my outfits. I'm literally bringing barely any makeup. I'm literally bringing like concealer powder and that's about it. And this thing is like taking up more room than it actually should. And then I'm going to bring my laptop so I can edit my video on the plane ride and so I can get some kind of stuff done, but this is all I'm bringing, which now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if my purse is gonna fit in here and I only have 1 bag that I'm allowed to bring.